This is the Lockpicking Lawyer, and what I have for you today is the Squire Stronghold Model SS65C Padlock. Next to it, I have the newer version of the same lock, the SS65CS, which I've had for some time and actually featured in video number 300. The older one I just received in the mail today. Now, I was interested in the differences between these two locks, and superficially there's only a few. The stickers appear to be different. The newer version indicates that it has a boron alloy shackle, whereas the older one simply says that it's hardened. And if we look at the core retainer mechanisms on these two locks, on the newer one it's painted, on the older one it's chromed. So other than that, which are relatively superficial differences, although the boron alloy shackle is certainly welcome, I was most interested in seeing what the differences in pick resistance were. So I did just pick this one open and actually looked back at my video number 300 as well, and it seems to be a lock of extremes. The newer version impressed me with very, very good tolerances and a relatively tricky keyway. However, on the other side of things, it only had 2 security pins and they were spools. So certainly there's some room for improvement there. So I'm anxious to see how the older version stacks up. So we're going to try to pick that one open right now, and then I'll take it apart and show you what's inside. This is the key to the one we're about to pick. It's a 6-pin lock. You can see we have a pretty tough little reverse Yale keyway there. And as far as operation goes, this lock is extraordinarily smooth. No issues at all there. Okay, let's see what we can do to get this guy open now. I'm going to use bottom of the keyway tension and a standard hook in 18 thousandths. Okay. Okay, click out a 1. 2 is springy, so is 3. 4 is binding, got to click there. Click out of 5, felt like a really low pin. Number 6 is binding, lifting him up, and we just got a false set. Nothing on 1. Okay, counter rotation on 2. And he seems to be pretty high. There we go, got him set. Moving on to 3. Okay, counter rotation on 3 as well. And after we set that, the lock opened up. Okay, so as you can see, a relatively easy lock to pick open. Let's take this guy apart and see what's inside. Okay, to open this up, we have an Allen screw down the shackle hole. And there we go. Let's unscrew that guy. Okay, and it looks like, let's lock this back up. We need a clip remover to get this apart. Okay, now let's get the key and a follower. And it looks like we should be able to get into this pretty easily. Of course, I said it looks like it should be easy, and then we have issues. Okay, I am not able to pull this core out at all. And I'm not entirely sure what the problem... Oh, there we go. It's just pretty darn tight. Okay. You can see 6 pins there, some drill protection in the front. Not quite as much drill protection as the newer version, but certainly some adequate protection. Okay, number 1 is standard, 2 is standard, 3 is standard, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, all standard key pins. Let's arrange these. Now, one note that I see right off the bat is that the newer version of this lock has a system of ridges on the inside of these chambers that hold the key pins up. It's a little bit hard to explain, but if you look at video number 300, you'll see it. That is a version of bump protection that I do not see on this lock at all. So that's one relatively major difference we see in the two locks. Okay, number 1 is standard. 2 is a spool. Pretty sure 3 is a spool as well. We got some counter rotation on him. 4 is standard. 5 is standard. And 6 is standard. Okay, so much like the newer version of this lock, what we have here are 2 spools and the rest are standard pins. The one upgrade that we had from the old version to the new version appears to be the addition of bump protection, which is a pretty big deal when you consider the effectiveness of bump attacks, particularly on a CEN grade 6 padlock. It would be a shame to have it bumped open. Okay, let me give you a close-up of these pins. As you can see, all standard pins for our key pins, and standard pins in slots 1, 4, 5, and 6 for the drivers, and then we have 2 spools in slots 2 and 3. Let me actually get a magnet and see if these pins are slightly magnetic, so maybe a stainless steel. It's hard to tell here. Okay, let's move over to the core. You can see that we have some drill protection right up front, a ball bearing in front of the pin stack, and then 2 pins on either side of the keyway. And then other than that, I don't see anything unusual about this core. The keyway is worthy of note. It is certainly not an easy one to navigate, and probably something that helped me pick this lock was the bitting on this, because if we had a whole lot more of the high cut pins, getting them set would have been pretty difficult, or at least we probably would have had to swap hooks, because getting through that keyway is not easy. Okay, so that's all I have for you on this Squire Stronghold model SS65C. If you have any questions or comments about this lock, please put them below. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please subscribe. And as always, have a nice day. Thank you.